Don't get in the gates. At least 50 yards away from the gates. No presents. Don't take anything. The police are frightened that someone's going to get crushed. Jerry, let's go, Jerry boy.
Thank you for coming! What a buzz!
Something that you can't write down what the feeling is that you get when you're being screamed at or clawed at. And you go out and you think, well, why are they all here for me? Rob from Stoke-on-Trent, you know what I mean? I'm just a guy like every other guy.
Let's go. Come on, we only got time, guys. In. Let's go.
Go on. Go on. Give these to the guys. Go on. Try to get it done.
When you're in England nowadays, it's like a big contrast because you're seen as coming out of like TV studios and that, and everywhere you go, there's like people asking for autographs and things like that. And we're going to go out to America, and we're going to be just another one of the many sort of thousands of bands that are trying to make it there.
Take your hand up into a chair. Take your hand up into a chair.
Yeah. See you in a bit.
It's my lyric. I'm just not playing it. It's my lyric. Oh, the strong one.
How many have you had, guys?
Wow. Got a size of that. Come alive. When our BA flight going to New York, everybody's asleep down there. It's all gone down.
Could it be magic?
It's another cold day in New York City with temperatures dropping to below zero tonight. I'll have a complete forecast coming up, courtesy of Z100.
The name of that song is I Found Heaven, and what you're hearing there is just one piece of the success story of the year in British pop music. The group is called Take That. 5 great guys from England who write, sing, and dance to their hits. Hits that have been climbing the British and European charts one after the other for a year now. Now they're ready for their next challenge, the United States of America.
I'm going to give you a tour of the Empire State Building. If you look up, you can just about see the top up there somewhere.
This is the top of the Empire State Building. You walk around looking up all the time. Everything's really sort of just dead big. It's the full thing, and very busy. A lot of sort of people running around and cars everywhere, horns beeping all the time, steam coming out of gutters. So far, I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm walking around with like butterflies in my stomach.
The more I freak, the more I shock. I'm fucking falling on the turtle man.
This is what you expect New York to be like.
Does he have lines beans?
It reminds me of Rocky. I feel like the Italian stallion.
Yeah.
Walking down the streets.
This
is where he did his
pull-ups on there. This way, Rob. Yeah, let's go in here. The best thing about fame is actually realising your dreams. I can always remember there was a song in there was a line in a George Michael song, and what was it? I was every hungry schoolgirl's pride and joy, and I guess that was all for me. And that was like, you know, that's what's happening to me right now.
I really don't know why I want to be world famous. I've always wanted to be famous, and maybe it's a gap in my life, you know, probably going into the more deeper side of it. Maybe there's something missing and I want people to love me and adore me, you know. sounding like Madonna, aren't I?
I think there's this image around fame that's completely, it's not even there. There's this image of, you know, doing Top of the Pops once a week, sitting in the back of a limousine with girls all around you. And, I mean, you know yourself, it's just nothing at all like that. Nothing at all.
I don't think I'm that insecure where I need, like, girls screaming at me to make me feel like a man or make me feel like I'm wanted. I've had lots of love and stuff from when I was young. My mother gave me lots of love and attention, just like she gave all the family. I had a good upbringing from my mum. My dad wasn't around much, you know. Maybe the gap sort of came about then, you know, because of my dad leaving. No, I do sound like Madonna.
You get scared that it'll end. I mean, you're always waiting for, you hear of so many bands like us coming and going because you know how the business that we're in and the sort of the main core of our market is such a fickle market that you know that today you might be the thing and tomorrow you might be history.
It's not a day goes by without myself and the boys sitting down, you know, in a hotel room and we're talking about the band and how long the band's going to last and, you know, how we're going to keep it going, how we're going to prolong, you know, what we're doing.
Trying to find a new career. If you get a blue attack, look real happy. 30 days you're on your back, doing not a single dance. Baby, give me half a chance.
See, the most pop-tastic group in the world. I think they will be really big because, unlike other teen sensations, they write their own songs. So I think they're really good songs of great crossover appeal. Teeny boppers love them, parents love them, and trendies and clubs love them, so they really can't go wrong.
We're here today doing the old Top of the Pops link-up, which feels pretty good, you know, when you're out of the country. You're supposed to do Top of the Pops, but you can't be there because you're elsewhere.
Do you know, I'm going to look flaming 50 by the time I'm 20.
Washing your face.
Hang on, no, 22. You're right, I look 50. The amount of crap I put on my face. The thing is, you put like powder and stuff on, so your nosy ain't shiny. But then you seem to forget to wash it off. You leave it all day and then you end up with a huge spot the day afterwards.
Sometimes you feel like you've got to be smiling when you really don't want to smile. And it does piss you off when people think it is just like all good and all fun and all girls and drugs and drink and, you know, when really it's nothing to do with that, it's just hard work.
But it's really strange actually because, I mean, we didn't realise, I don't think at the time, but pop music was so out, it was unbelievable, really, when you look back. Rave had just begun, and that dominated the charts for, God, about 2 years.
Rave and indie, wasn't it?
Yeah, rave and indie was like the thing that was in. Magazines like Smash Hits, we couldn't work out then why they all loved us so much and put us in all the time. And the reason is because there was nobody else, there was no acts with faces. You know, pop stars, as it were completely out.
There's always been this stigma attached to pop bands like ourselves that, you know, they're just exploiting the market, you know, they're just in it for 1 or 2 hits or whatever, or they're just in it for the money, you know, and it's a big farce, whatever. People were saying they'll never do it and this, that and the other, and we didn't go out purposely to prove people wrong, but it was just like, it shocked us all, didn't it? And like, as long as we can still do things like that, you know, it gives a toss what other people think.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, girl. Oh, lady. Come to me. Come to me. Oh, I can decide.
I was looking after Gary. Gary was the first member of the band. I was managing him, and I felt that he needed a foil. You know, he was a brilliant writer, but I felt that he needed a foil to sort of bounce off. And he brought his friend Mark in to see me, so they went off as a duo, if you like. Howard and Jason came in to see me. They were looking for management. They were more or less really just dancers then. They had a sort of a dance act going together. And it was just a matter of introducing the two sort of couples to each other.
Quite like the sort of determination he had and what he wanted to do. He'd managed other acts, and he says, I'm gonna introduce you to some other people as well.